from the deck to the white team, and I'm welcome back all of you to the channel. In this case, I'm at Konami's office. You know, the place where they take the banlist decisions. As you can see, it is dark, and there's not a lot of people in here. In fact, it was closed. I had to break in. Please, Konami, don't send me back to jail. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you today is an important stuff that I've been seeing a lot of people discuss. The ban list. When is the ban list gonna drop, and what are the hits that we're gonna see? Well, I got the first answer for you. The ban list is not going to drop until 2021, boys. No, but I'm kidding. But yes, ban list is not going to drop anything any further after this Crush Card virus goes away. You know why? Because if Konami release a ban list now, it will admit that all those illegal platforming that we have been doing in unspeakable platforms are legal, and this is Konami approved. And that's not the image Konami wants to give us, right? So they cannot release a ban list right now because there's no physical playing right now. When the ban list drop, probably 2 months, 3 months after we come back to play regularly, that's probably the date. And it depends in each country, but I think probably December, January of the next year, it's a very good date to release a ban list. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is what are the hits? What is coming on this ban list? Well, guys, I had to say a lot of stuff, but basically it depends. It depends what Konami wants to give us for the next year. That is what you're going to see on the ban list, because most of the hits depend on what Konami wants to sell by the next year. We'll probably see hits on the decks from Secret Slayers. Both Emancipator and Eldritch will see a hit. Probably not direct hit from their set, but to cards that support them. For example, Block Dragon in case of Emancipators. Block Dragon can be called back to 1 or even banned, depends. You know, just for you to use extra resources and to search Block Dragon, it's a little bit fair. I mean, your opponent can stop you anytime soon. It doesn't matter if you only play 1, because you have to search it. And if it's banned, it's okay also, because Emancipator doesn't rely on Block Dragon for starters. It relies on it to add resources midway of the combo. So Emancipator can adapt it to it and maybe just sort it out without a problem. Now, for the Eldritch deck, it depends really, because Eldritch has a lot of variants, a lot of versions. But if we want to talk about the main deck of Eldritch, one thing that we can see hit is Magician Souls. Now, Magician Souls can go to 1 clearly, because you have to search it. You have to play stuff like 1 for 1 maybe, and that's not what you really want to play on Eldritch. You know, a 1 card model of a 1 card model is not a thing that you may want to play. Now, 1 is fine because you can still play it, and if you draw it, that's good. But that doesn't imply if you don't draw it, it's less constant. Now, 1 is good because 1 implies that if you draw it, that's good. If you don't draw it, it's okay. And Eldritch can continue to play, and all these decks can continue to play. Even Dark Magician gets to play with only 1 Magician Souls. Another card, and this time is a little bit more general because every Emancipator and Eldritch deck is playing this. Any other card that can go to 1 or limit can be either Jet Synchron or Mecha Phantom Beast or Aurora Dune. I don't know what that card name is, or Despot 01. Those 3 cards can go banned probably. I don't think they want to hit Crystal Needle Fibrax, because you know, the Crystal Half Key Fiber It's a really good card that can summon any other tuner, yeah, of course, but it's not what Needle Fiber does, is what it enables. And if you are going to play Mecha Phantom Beast or Aron outside of Mecha Phantom Beast and abuse its power alongside of cards like Old Lion and Despot 001 and Link Cross, you maybe see a hit on those cards, or even on the cards that start the play like Jet Synchron. So it really depends, but I think a hit on these Link Cross combos, in these Hulky Fibrax combos, we can see a hit on those for sure. Next thing I want to talk about, it's one card that a lot of people maybe miss, a lot of people maybe hate, but that is called Chicken Game. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm obviously going to talk about Maxi. Now Maxi, it's a pretty controversial card because, you know, it can end turns because you don't want to give your opponent a lot of resources, but that doesn't matter if you can play through this, and if you give your opponent any hand traps, you can bait them out. I don't know. Maxi is a weird card because for one side, yeah, your opponent is going to draw and you may not be able to play, but from the other side, you have cards to stop this. You have Call by the Grave, you have Ash Blossom, you have a lot of stuff to negate it. If you draw it, good. If you don't draw it, it's okay. And also, I don't know, it's a real controversial card. I don't think it will come back anytime soon, but if it will come back, I think that's okay for the game right now. We are in a very good place to, or for to Maxi to come back. I don't know. It really depends. Okay, I don't know what else to tell you about the Banlist. That's my opinion. Banlist is not going to drop anytime soon, so you can stop worrying. And I want to talk about another stuff that I have been seeing, that is people complaining about how to stop these 1-2 combos with Needle Fibrax and Mecha Phantom Beast and Despot 001 and etc. Well, that's easy. I can tell you the answer right now. Baylor it. You may be thinking I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Baylor is a great card. You have also access to Token Collector. Token Collector is a rare, you can buy it for sure as a side option, or even as a main, because every other deck is playing the heavy. Token Collector is another card that you can buy. It's a rare card, not very expensive, and I don't know, you can stop this full combo with it because your opponent cannot summon tokens. I think it's a fine addition. You can Baylor it, you can go over it. If you are playing the same strategy, you just reveal a Rarodon or Link Cross and you snipe out of the extra deck. And even if you don't, if your opponent isn't playing this combo, you can see what is in their extra deck and what you may deal with it. So I think Winter Cherries, Baylor, Token Collector, Nibiru, Ash Blossom are really good cards to stop these decks. But I don't know, it really depends on you. I have been seeing a lot of Team APS and Simo and MBT complaining about it, but it's really not that hard. We have many options to stop this combo. We have many ways to stop it, and the fact that people hasn't found Token Collector until now surprises me. Even I haven't seen Baylor, I haven't seen Winter Cherries, if it's supposed that we are playing the same deck. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think the community is weird in that sense when I think it's broken, but the answer is easy and they don't want to research for it. because it's easier to complain until someone finds the answer, and then they start playing, and then they create a peak of buyouts, and etc, etc, etc. This cycle repeats and repeats. I have been seeing it a lot of times and I'm not amused anymore. But what I can tell you is play the correct hand traps, play the correct negations, play the correct options, and you can stop any deck. Because I also seen Team APS ask what will happen if a new player gets Nibiru, for example. And I saw people saying that a new player maybe leave the game if it gets Nibiru. I don't know, I cannot agree with that. Why? Because if you are getting into a new game, I don't know, it's my case, it's different country, etc. But here, if we saw a challenge like that, if you get Nibiru here in Mexico, you, as a novice player, you may say, "Wow, that's a really good card. That card is busted. That shouldn't be legal." And then you start learning, and then you start playing around it, or maybe play through it. I don't know. It depends on you. I know not every novice player is like this, and they cannot afford this method X, etc. But if you as a player think that a new player won't like this game because he gets Nibiru, he gets Ash, he gets hand trapped for 5, etc., you may not see what a real new player is, because not every real new player will give up when getting hand trapped. Not every new player may give up when their board gets wiped. Well, when was the first time that you got Nibiru and you didn't leave the game? You stayed with the game because you said, I can play through this, I can learn how to avoid it, etc. And now we have the combos that on the fourth summon you leave Herald of the Arclight or the Quakimeru monsters and negates, depends on the deck, or you leave Appaloosa with 2-3 negations, etc. You see what I mean? You have different options, you have budget options like Herald of the Arclight in the correct deck, you have the Quakimeru monster, you can bait out the Nibiru if you have the correct deck, etc, etc, etc. What I want to say really is, if you underestimate a new player because you think that they won't resist getting Nibiru once, or getting hand trapped once, or getting evenly matched once, I don't know, I don't think you are playing the correct game, and I don't think you are involved with your community enough, because new players are in fact learners, and learners, as my a little bit of experience teaching English, want to learn, given the redundancy, want to learn what is this all about, and they may face challenges, and they can come through these challenges if the community guides them right. So the real problem is not getting Nibiru, it's the community who tells them quit, who tells them this game is hard, who tells them you cannot learn this game because it has too many rules. Okay? Maybe the next time you see a new player, you can help him, you can tell them, oh, I can teach you, there's this type of cards that you may face right now because they're popular, etc, etc. I don't know what else to say. Anyway guys, that was this state of the game video. I hope you enjoy it, and we see on the next time that is going to be Deckmasters Mix-Up. Adios.